Well, oh, yeah. Woo, guys, I did it. I went to go see Black Adam, and I've got so much to talk about. I've got so much to say. There is so much boiling up in here. You have no idea. Okay, all right. I'm ready to talk about this beautiful movie, this fun movie, and my thoughts on its addition into the DC cinematic universe. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. Brain, mouth, heart, love for comics, DC doing their thing, Black Adam, ticket for the movie, so good! Let's do this! Woo! Get ready. Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys having a fantastic day, week, month, year, millennium. The weather is getting cooler. I actually love it because I'm a hoodie sweater kind of guy. So being able to go out in your favorite hoodie or your favorite pullover or looking sharp for a date or an outing with the sweaters and the turtlenecks and the shirt and ties, which are always seasonal. They're seasonals. They're all, you can wear those anytime. How about that? But I'm ready to look good, but we got the spooky season coming up and everything. But you guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. Hopefully you're doing what I tell you to always do. Watch these, cover this, stay this far away. Look out for yourselves, your loved ones, and each other. Thank you so much for joining me. I am hyped because I just came back from watching the premiere of Black Adam. Now, I will be the first one to tell you I love comics. I love comics with all my heart. And here recently in the past 15, 20, 25 years, we have seen movies make the transition from we've seen comics, make the transition from printed media to on the screen. And let me tell you, there have been some kinks in the road. There have been some smooth ones. You've had some gravel roads. But I can honestly tell you from the bottom of my heart, this one was a smooth offering to the DC cinematic universe. With them trying to get their revamping and trying to clean things up, yo, they did the thing with this one. I love what they did. But before we get into all of that one, I want to say hello. If you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Montel. I am a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, podcaster. I am on Instagram. I like to bring positivity to everything that I'm a part of, especially in the geek and nerd world. I'm a Blerdicorn to my heart, and I want to just welcome people to my channel to check out everything that I've done and just have conversation about things geek and nerd, and even things that mean something, that are a part of the internal flow, the love, the passion, everything about that. So if you're here for that, you're in the right place, okay? If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel so that way when something else comes up, you can definitely be a part of that. And thank you so much for getting me over 1,000 subscribers. You guys have no idea how much of a gift that is to me. I have worked hard with this channel for the past 10 years, and just to see the love come here, it's a blessing, and I'm forever grateful. So thank you so much for that, y'all. Please subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so when I do put out another video, like the one that's coming out right here, you'll be the first ones to hear about it, read about it, check it out, give me your opinion, and of course, like my videos. Please, 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 please. I appreciate y'all so much. I really, really do. And as I mentioned before, you guys have gotten me over to 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this, because I love doing my YouTube videos, and I try to bring stuff that's quality but comes from my heart and definitely comes from the soul of a Blerdicorn. So when I speak on it, that's because I believe in it, or it needs to be talked about, or I'm just extremely excited and passionate about it. Okay, so but you're here with me. So now let's get into the rock and roll of it. Black Adam premiered today. This is the 21st of October. I went to a matinee because I didn't feel like dealing with anybody else. I want to make sure I had my snacks available and my beverage right there, and not had to worry about people talking and stuff. Of course, you don't have people talking in the theater. But what I appreciate about the theater is they did not run 30 minutes of previews and trailers. Okay, they just They said 1 or 2, boom, we're getting right into it. So they did get into it. The plot was a very simple one, but what made me gravitate to this movie so much is the fact that I didn't come into it with any preconceived notion. You cannot go into a movie with preconceived notions. You got to be able to come in with an open mind. Most people who have something negative to say about these movies have already got expectations of how the character should be and how the plot should go and how the pace should be and the action. No. Don't do that. Don't do that, because what you're going to do is you're going to cause yourself to suppress enjoying the movie. You don't want to do that. So I don't do that. I come into this thing like, okay, what you got for me? Let's see what we're going to do here. So I went into it, and from the opening, lovely how they did it. There are going to be some spoilers in this, so I will just get you know in advance, but I'm not going to give you these spoilers. That's not how I operate, because I want you to go see the movie, but I want you to see from the excitement that I have that I enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Every movie offers something different, and with things happening in the DC universe, this movie does something that a lot of other movies have not done. They focus on characters who do not get the attention and the shine that have been in the universe for the same amount of time as the same Supermans and Batmans and Wonder Womans and Flash and all this other stuff. No. There are characters that deserve the same kind of shine, who have been telling stories and have been part of plots and who have gone through their own drama and trauma that should be spotlit on the screen. And I'm glad they did it with Black Adam. Now, I've already given my opinion how I feel about they're doing with the Shazam movies. Put that aside. Although I'm happy that they're doing it, I don't like the direction that they're going with it. They could have done it a different way, but that's just my opinion. And that's not being a purist. That's just thinking of later down the line. But with Black Adam, they offered that. So shout outs to DC and the producers and the directors. Mad props to the cast. Let me tell you, another thing about me that you will find out, and I've spoken on this before, there are certain superhero groups that I am a huge fan of. One of them has always been the Justice Society. The Justice League gets all the shine. Every time you hear about it, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash. No, that's fine. But we've seen them too much. We've been oversaturated with them. But seeing the Justice Society. Now, mind you, we didn't get all of them, but I'm happy that we got at least 2 of the key members along with 2 of the newer members. We got Hawkman, also known as Carter Hall, portrayed by Aldous Hodge, who did a phenomenal job. We have Pierce Brosnan, who has been one of the few actors to play the legendary character of James Bond. He came in here as Kent Nelson, also known to me for all my years as Dr. Fate. And then we're introduced to Quintessa Swindell, who comes in as Cyclone. Now people don't say, who is Cyclone? Cyclone is the granddaughter of Maxine Hunkel is her real name. She is the granddaughter of the Red Tornado. Do a little research and find out some things. And of course, we follow along with that generational passing of the torch. We have Al Rothstein, who is Atom Smasher. He is the nephew of Al Pratt, who is the original Atom in the Justice Society. There are so many characters that have yet to be explored. Now, a lot of people say, well, the Justice Society was introduced in the CW. No, CW didn't do them justice. Nothing against the actors, but the way they were introduced and the way it was done, that's another topic altogether. That could have been done better. That could have been done way more streamlined, and it could have offered a lot more of a foundation to the story. But I digress. And just the cast in general, we even got a cameo from Henry Winkler. Henry portrayed Al Pratt. Al Pratt, as I said before, was the original Atom, and now he has passed the suit on to his nephew, who is trying his best to live up to the name of one of the legendary heroes. Now, with that being said, Dwayne Johnson did this. He did this. Now, I will say this. For a character like Atom, it's hard to figure out how he's going to be portrayed and who he's going to be portrayed by. Okay, but Dwayne Johnson's been so passionate about this particular character and what he brings to the DC universe that he did it justice. I loved his portrayal. There wasn't any of these over-the-top one-liners. There wasn't a lot of these bad jokes. No, he came in and portrayed Adam exactly the way he was. Solemn, serious, vengeful, angry, and most importantly, emotional. Emotional. Now, they also changed up how the origin story was. And for the cinematic universe, I applaud them for that. They did a phenomenal job of creating an origin for the same character that is different from the comics, and yet it fits in with the comics. They took elements from his original, implanted this, and created this, and I said, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I loved what they did. So shout outs to the entire cast. They did the damn thing. Okay. And I didn't mention any other characters because, again, I want you to go see it. But those are the principal ones you want to focus on. And focus on the actor who plays Amon. Keep your eye on him. I see him. He was such an integral part of this movie. Him and his mom, the actress Sarah Shahi, she played his mom, Adriana. Yeah, I could see her. If they ever decided to do a reboot of Tomb Raider, I could see them being her. I can see her portraying Lara Croft and doing the damn thing. But that's just my opinion. So the pace was really good. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't too slow. It wasn't too fast. There had moments where it kind of just put on the brakes. But they put on the brakes so that way they could tell you something. So you could pay attention to something. Because everything in here felt like it was relevant. Everything in here. The action? Oh. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They portrayed Adam as a very powerful being, but they also saw at moments where he got hurt. And you also saw that he had vulnerabilities, but you also see that he could feel while he's able to do all of this. And the story keeps getting told. Y'all, when I tell you there were twists and turns in this that I didn't expect, I did not expect them. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped to be a comic fan. This is such a great time. And if DC continues doing what they're doing at this pace, with their future offerings, with the movies that are coming out, and introducing heroes that have never been introduced or have been introduced and introduce them properly, we are going to see such a beautiful and vibrant universe in DC that's not focused on the trilogy. I call them, people say the Trinity. No, I say the trilogy. Why? Because they've all got movies. Okay, we've seen the same ones. I'm sorry. I feel the way I feel. There are so many characters in DC Comics that have never been introduced. And it's the same argument as I had with Marvel, except Marvel's doing a better job of introducing obscure characters. If they ever decide to do Contest of Champions, I will be one of the happiest people in that theater. Come on, let's go. So with this entry, the rejuvenation of the DC universe, cinematic universe specifically, has so much to offer. There's so much that is going to be, and there's so many speculations on what movies they're going to do. What is going to be the end game? I had to say it. There's no other word to put it. What is the destination? I would love the destination to be Crisis on Infinite Earths. Done correctly. Done right. Nothing wrong with what CW did, but they did it with TV shows. So you don't have as much time to add more details and offer more story and introduce more characters. You're only going to do so much. But I like that they did this. The characters had their own specific personalities. They didn't seem cardboard. They didn't seem fake. There was the interactions and everything. And here's one spoiler for you. I wasn't going to do this. We end up losing one of the heroes. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You need to go see the movie. Yeah, you need to go see the movie. Oh my gosh. And what I loved about it is how they introduced how Black Adam, his powers come from a different type of Shazam. where the original Captain Marvel got the Wizard got his abilities from Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, Mercury. Shout out to Saturday morning cartoons, because that was implanted in my head. So in this movie, Adam, his Shazam, the all of the characters were, all of the powers came from Egyptian gods: Shu, Hero, Aman, Zehuti, Atan, and Mihin. If you don't know who they are, good. Neither do I. But now it makes me want to do research. But everything connected somehow. Once it seemed kind of frayed in the beginning, like most movies do, they don't tell you straight away what's going on, but they're seeing you have an idea, a concept of what the movie's going to be. But when it started and the wheel started to turn, you can start seeing things come into place. And even things that didn't make sense in the first 30 minutes, they made sense the next 30 to 45. You're like, oh gosh, oh okay, I see this. Ooh, let's go. And we got, y'all, the fight scenes was everything though, especially in the beginning. The fight scenes were amazing. The choreography and the stuntmen and the fighters, y'all did that. Shout outs to them, because those stunts weren't, I know they weren't easy. And yeah, they did throw CGI in there, but think about it. You don't want these guys getting hurt. But I digress. So yes, there was a bad guy. I'm going to let you see the movie and check it out for yourself. So what are my thoughts on this? One, loved it. Loved the movie for what it brought. Loved the movie as an entry into the DC cinematic universe. Loved the characters, the story, the bits that may not always been funny, but they were funny to me. And just the connection and the vibe. Plus, you got to stay till after the credits. You will not regret this. I promise you, you will not regret this. Just overall a fun movie. It was a fun ride, and I'm going to go back and see it again. I want to take friends with me to go see it, so that way they can geek out like I did, because there were elements of a superhero, supervillain story, and you had Indiana Jones mixed up in there, and National Treasure, and you had the Race Against Time. Everything was in there, and it was fun, and it wasn't overwhelming. And when you left, you're like, wow, I want to go see that movie again. Because there were superhero movies I saw, I was like, wow, I can't scrub my brain. So, yeah, there's not brain scrubbing this one. So if I had to give a rating, I would actually give this I give this 4 Blerdicorns out of 5. 4 out of 5. It wasn't perfect, but for what it's offering and what it's bringing with it, I loved it. The Justice Society being introduced cinematically is such a grand victory indeed. And the characters themselves bringing so much vibrance and story and character and plot and just fun. Just absolute fun. Okay? I highly encourage you, go check it out. Please go check it out. Enjoy the movie. Have you seen it yet? Are you going to go see it? If you're going to go see it, do you have any expectations? Do me a favor. Leave comments down below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on what you thought of it if you've seen it, or what you're looking forward to if you haven't, or maybe some opinion that you have. And I thank everyone who comments on my videos. And if you haven't been able to see it and you've been here for a while, I react to every comment. My way of saying thank you for taking the time to comment. So thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please share. Please like. Please sub. Please be a part of this. I love you being part of the Blerdicorn Collective, but you came to my little humble corner of YouTube, and I thank you so much for that, and I appreciate y'all. So, in the meantime, in between time, as I tell all of you beautiful, sexy people to do for me, please stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy. Okay? You take care, and I'll see you on the next video, all right? Bye.